Well, the Queensland Attorney-General, Yvette D'Arth, announced she's quitting politics today after 16 years in office, including serving as Health Minister during the pandemic. Yvette D'Arth is the latest in a series of top Queenslanders to quit in the last few months. This list includes Police Commissioner Katarina Carroll on Monday and D'Arth's friend and confidant Anastasia Palaszczuk, the former Premier, in December. With Labor heading to the polls shortly after 9 years in office, it very much looks like rats are fleeing a sinking ship. Joining me now to discuss is Queensland's Opposition Leader, David Crisafulli. Welcome to the program again, David. Look, this was quite the backflip from D'Arth today.
Indeed it was. It was only a month ago that she said she was there, she was in it for the long haul, and it's another move on. And I guess I wouldn't worry about all of the resignations and the chaos and the crisis and people threatening to go to the crossbench. But let me tell you what happens. The people of Queensland have a government that's not focused on their issues. And in that same period of time, we've had housing figures come out that show we've had the least social housing released and land release in the nation. We've had health figures come out which show ambulance ramping remains at 43%. That's the worst in the country. And we've had a grandmother lose her life going to the shops. That's the consequences of a bad government that doesn't have its attention on its game.
Look, the Violene White case that you're referring to, that grandmother who lost her life going to the shops, that was just so shocking. That was such a wake-up call when it comes to crime in Queensland. It's now become a national talking point. We heard just yesterday in a parliamentary inquiry that the Queensland Police Service is failing to recruit enough officers to keep pace with the state's population growth. Is this part of the reason why crime has been spiralling?
Absolutely, Sharri. The government made a conscious decision 9 years ago to water down the laws. They boasted about it, they bragged about it, and on the back of that, you've got a generation of untouchables. And as a result, police are leaving. They just don't feel like they've got a government that's got their back. And the thin blue line is getting thinner. And at the last election, the state government promised an additional 1,450 extra police. Well, in the last 18 months, that number's gone backwards by 322. So, weaker laws, fewer police. What on earth is the government expecting is going to occur? Of course there's a youth crime crisis, and we're going to keep calling it out. And I assure Queenslanders that if government changes in October, the laws will change. We will get serious about early intervention. We will fix the broken resi care system. The Department of Child Safety will be about the front end in turning kids around. And I'm determined to make sure that there's a better way. And if a government can't keep its community safe, it's failing on the most basic of existence.
I mean, one of the clearest signs that, crime and theft is absolutely exploding is that one of the leading insurance companies, RACQ Insurance, says they've seen a 5% increase in total volume of home theft claims over the past year. Brisbane's South Side had 208 claims in a year. That's an 18% increase. And then the cost of these is rising too. People are having to pay more, 35% higher, because of more property being stolen. I mean, is this becoming the new normal? And do you think many people in, previously safe suburbs are now starting to worry?
I will never accept that that's the new normal, ever. We're a great state, we've got a great future, and things are going to change, and our community is going to get safe again on the back of stronger laws and more police. But you raised the point about insurance. You're spot on. Since this government came to office, the number of people, victims, the number that matters, of people who've had their home broken into is up 60%. And the number of people who've had their car stolen is up 112%. That is a youth crime crisis. And the only people who won't use the words youth crime crisis are the state government who created it by watering down the laws 9 years ago. And the state government is the only level of government that can fix this. It is youth crime laws that is fueling this, and we are determined to show Queenslanders that it doesn't have to be like this.
All right, David Crisafulli, thank you so much for your time this evening.